Okay, getting this all set up. Starting with some articulation. I've already done my scales for the day. I'm going to dive right on into some Stark articulation studies. I might do a little fake Bach. Depends on if I think Jack was asking for some stuff, maybe some Brahms. Jay had been asking for Mushinsky. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right, let's see what we can do here. Slight adjustments to the scene. Let's see, this should be okay, right? Let's try this, see how this sounds. Reed's been sitting out a while, so we'll see. Got my clarinet bong ready to rip. So let's try a little bit of that. So let's see if this will be a good thing to do. This Stark etude, well, yesterday I was having a lot of problems. Yesterday I was having a lot of problems getting over the break and not clenching. So I think maybe I'll just go directly at that. Cause myself some problems. Go directly at the clinchy part. Put it at the top. Since nobody's here, I'm going to take just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, the Elon's Hitler salute or Nazi salute is just showed up on my phone. Whew. Let's see. All right, so clarinet-wise, let's start the metronome nice and slow. Say 50. Make me really work for it. F natural. Ooh. Yeah, this one's going to be tricky. often when the tube gets longer, when you go over the break, tube gets longer, we tend to tense up. We being me, I tend to tense up. So if I'm tensing up, this bigger tube that takes more effort to make resonate, not so good. Not so good at all. But getting a little bit better. If I can keep my tongue precise without having the tension, that's the best of all worlds, right? Yeah, it's good to take this right at the parts that aren't so good. That last play, I realized I had been going aggressively for the tongue, and I got to pull it back. So let's try that one again. Exactly the same thing. Bit better. Got this toggle going on the Stream Deck, so I can go back and forth between clarinet and talking without pressing the button more than once. I also adjusted the chat box. I put it up here. Of course, you're no longer looking at my kitchen, but I put the chat box up here and add a little shader. So I wonder if that's going to work. I have no idea. We'll see. See if it looks good when we're done. A little faster, slightly faster. Air is bad. Better, right? The clarinet bong helps right away. Keeps me from biting, just keeps me moving the air along. And then my tongue can pull back rather than slapping the hell out of the reed. Hello, if you're new. I see we have some viewers. If you're new, I'm happy to help anybody who's also practicing clarinet. I'm on my way back from a break on the clarinet from a few months off. And I have concerts to get ready for, and performing life to get back to. So you're welcome to say hello and join in. Usually a few more people come in and start asking clarinet nerd questions. Those are my favorite. That last one, I tried to see if I could keep the tongue moving back, keep the air moving, right? Clarinet, bong type air, but also pulling the tongue back. But also it's music. I know they're Stark etudes, but it's music, so there should be a little bit of direction at a minimum. Let's try that again. Try it same speed. Oof, I think I was blasting the wrong microphone for a while there. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know you could probably hear me like a little slow here, a little fast here, making up for it. And I'm really focusing on trying to keep the air moving and keep the tongue placement the same. I'm experimenting with where exactly the tongue sounds best. And I'm definitely not trying to be very short with any of the notes or staccato, super secco, very dry or anything like that. Just trying to get them done. Oops. The dog was worried about that one too. Just trying to see how simple I can get. If I can find this place where my tongue is hitting the reed or returning to the reed in the same place every time very efficiently. That's the goal. I'll try to hit the correct microphone this time. Sorry, I moved on to the next phrase just to see if I was really as tight as I felt like I was on the first two bars. And this is going to take a while, I think. Getting really back into shape. I mean, I don't sound terrible, but I'm not super flexible. I'm not incredibly precise, and that's what I'm looking for. So it's not terrible, but it's not as precise as I would like. Pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. I'm only going to jump 5 clicks on this one. So I'm experimenting with something that trying to have a little more relaxation here, almost a cushion here, and I find that when I do that, I go over the break and it doesn't sound like a break. But I keep trying to go super tight. I know that's not the most beautiful look. It's not the most beautiful sound either, but it creates tension both shoulders. So let's try snippets of this. That last one, I was focusing on my abs. What would happen if I just thought about keeping them engaged? Not terrible. I'd be interested to hear what it sounds like later. Let's try a little bit faster and see what happens. Thanks, Bill. Too tense. Need to. Getting too tense. I need to relax a little bit. My shoulders are not good. Oh. Hi. I see you there. Welcome to some clarinet bitching and moaning while I try to get faster. Hi, JJ. How's it going? Brahms, right? You were working on Brahms. Trying to get this articulation really like super precise, and I keep getting too tense. When my tongue wants to move fast, I get tense, and oof. Which movement of the Brahms again? Falling slightly behind. I don't find that it's good for me to practice too many tonguing things where I'm like right on the edge of being really tense, because I just get more tense. I had the allegretto, grazioso, third movement of the F minor, first movement of the F minor. Okay, let me see. I thought I had them around. Let's see. I was looking at the let's see. There we go. I was using the score. I really like the score. So the allegretto, grazioso, and you were in Michigan. Am I right? Michigan. Let's go. Andante. feel like, there we go. Oh yeah, this one's good. Boy, that's going to be really tiny. Which section? Where do you have questions? What are problem areas for you? Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to zoom. We'll see what happens. No, okay. Yeah. Let's make it a little bigger for us. All right. Playing on the wrong microphone. Your flow can be better at measure 29. Uh-oh, mine doesn't have bar numbers on it because I'm a dope. And I really should have gotten just the clarinet part, right? All right, I'm gonna go get the clarinet part. Doop, doop, doop. Just so I can see. Oh, haha, my computer remembered. Let's get clarinet part. All right, I'm getting whatever's on IMSLP. We'll all wait our 15 seconds. How's it going, Frock? JJ has asked for Brahms today. Oh, I guess right there. There's 29. Sorry, I'm downloading just the part, so I was thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do it from score? No, my old man eyes can't handle it from score, so let me pull this up, see what happens. Oh, there we go. Aha! Magical, magical. Now I gotta do this crap again. Let's see if this helps. Haha! Boy, it's way too big now. There we go. How's that size? Look good for everybody? All right, 29, 29, 29, third movement. Doop, doop, doop. Of course, I still don't have bar numbers, but we'll all be okay. What's going on? There we go. Can you now see everything? I wonder if you can. There we go. There we go. Everybody can see. You don't need to see all the parts I have. Good. All right. So you're looking at third movement. I'm still scrolling. Nope, that's the last movement. Doop. So Jay, you're probably talking about. Sorry, I have to pull your chat up on a different screen. I'm not super fast yet. My apologies. Boom. There we go. All right, you can see it. All right. Yeah. All right. So I would not do what I just did and back the hell off of that D, right? I would go. Hey, Jeffrey. Uh, Welcome. We've got Brahms. Welcome. We've got Brahms today. Um, uh, JJ has asked for Brahms. Yeah. What do you think the right note is, Frog? What's the next note, everybody? What are the wrong notes? Come on. The D with a trill key, like up there. That one. So G and then C, but the third trill key. I wonder, it's a possibility. It depends on how grazioso you want to be. What Frock is talking about is also dangerous. I just keep forgetting which mic to be on. Sorry. You would never do the trill key personally. Well, I totally would. It would depend on the pianist. In this situation, I think the trill key, like playing by yourself and trying to be pretty, if I were playing it in Jordan Hall without a pianist, which I would never do, you could go for that trill key. Sorry, I just keep screwing up the mics. Yeah, I would probably playing it with a pianist who's really got it going. I would play it as is and really focus on keeping the air flowing basically from the beginning of that line all the way to the B flat on the downbeat of the third bar. Let's see. So longer and maybe slightly faster. I'll start the previous bar. What do you think about that, JJ? Does that seem okay? Okay for you? Too aggressive? Altoona. Oh, okay. There's a new recording of this that Dave Sapadin did. I happen to like Dave as a human being, and he's super fun to play clarinet with. I haven't heard all of the recordings, though. I feel like I heard a tiny bit on YouTube, but he just put out a disc. A couple of years ago, he went to California and recorded them. He's the principal clarinet of the New York Pops. Has played with the Mets a lot. We did a bunch of recordings together. I forget. Oh, we play often with Harlem Chamber players. Record cold here. Oh, down in Altoona. Where else, JJ? Where else we got issues? Carl Leister. Okay. All right. That's what I like to hear. That's some outstanding clarinet playing. I had a teacher one time say to me that Carl Leister was a great clarinet player, but he didn't think he was a great musician. That's quite a wild thing to say, but he's absolutely a great clarinet player. Insurance is, oh, I see. Frock is telling everybody about Altoona. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'll make it prettier in just a minute. I just need to be able to see some stuff. All right, still looks decent on your side? You can still see everything? I think so. Good, good, good. Or did I cut something off? The runs that measure 64, you can't find a spot to breathe. All right, let's remind me where 64 is. You know, this told me, it turns out it did have bar numbers. So let's see, 64. Oh, da, 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 dee, dee, dee. All right, so let me go back. Is this 64? Oops. Damn, the wrong microphone again. Curses. I made it easier and didn't make it easier. After 75. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, those didn't look like runs, so I was a little confused. 75. Where it goes back to D natural, the damn it. Sorry, I'm just making it hard to hear. I'll go back. JJ, was that the area? That was it. How long can you go without breathing? No dying. You don't want, I mean, ideally, you want to go from that D flat here, right? All the way to here. That's the ideal. It just means that you have to get a great breath after this D flat up here, right? Then just highlighted, not the whole damn thing. So I'm gonna, I'll go from this D flat here, and I'll show you the kind of breath. I cheat the hell, oh, come on. I cheat the hell out of this one. All right, let's try that. Oh, you're saying that this part here takes so much air, like from here to here? Do you take a breath anywhere in here? In these first, was that 8 bars? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bars. 11 bars and a pickup, so I guess 12 bars. You take any breaths in there? Let me see if I do. Clarinet. Like that. What I'm hearing is that you have a hard time getting through the currently highlighted section. What about taking like a tiny breath between these two notes? Have you tried that? So you get that phrase that goes all the way from, all right, let's do this, doop, 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 to here. And then you take a tiny breath before the D flat here. And then at the end of this, after this last dotted half note, you just take a monster breath. I used to see BAB in parts, big ass breath. That's what that means. I'll show you what I'm talking about. No. Oh, wow. So much water streaming down my clarinet from that E flat. I had a little water in there before, but now it's a gusher. 78 to 90. Part 78 to 90, because your teacher says it should be very bright, and I just run out of air even if I take a breath at 76. Let's see, where was 76? 79. All the way from that B flat. Oh, da 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 dee da 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 da, and 90 is, you know, somewhere in that rest. I mean, if you had to, like if you were dying, the place where I would take a breath. So I'm going to start at the apex there, and I'm going to go to here, and then I'll show you how I would take the breath. I'm going to have to phrase a little bit on this C and this B flat to make a little room musically for me to be able to take a breath. It's not great, right? It's not ideal. Am I playing it a lot faster than you are? I wonder if that's another thing. I might be playing it a lot faster. I really hear this whole thing in one. I've definitely heard people play it this slowly. Okay, like Leicester, I mean, you have a good model. I'm going to suggest that you consider your own tempo. Like, what tempo allows you to keep this grazioso and, frankly, makes it more natural. Leicester's 130, just because Leicester did it doesn't make it right. Let's see. Let me get rid of those 8. Da, dee, da, 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 dee, da. Yeah, that's a lot slower than I was doing, right? In the previous tempo. Microphone. Yeah, totally microphone. Yeah, I might suggest thinking about this a little faster. Now, this is definitely something, I'm just some dude on the internet, right? But it's being able to play beautifully at 130 is nice, but I wonder where the grazioso, let's see if I can get grazioso at the beginning. Oh, damn it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just screwing up the microphone constantly. Sorry about this. I thought I had it. Maybe I'm not hitting the button right. I don't know. But you guys heard that. I think there's something a little slow about that for me. If you can make it sound grazioso and lovely at that tempo, that's beautiful. Also, your pianist will probably appreciate you for not taking it much faster. I wonder what this feels like. Forgot that takes a lot of effort, that one. Does that tempo just sound too fast, JJ? We're definitely in this area where we're talking about like personal preference. That's 140 to the quarter. So, divide that in 3 and that's your bar, right? I wonder, let me take that all the way back to the area you were talking about. Here's that 140. I need a moment just to recover from that. That to me is still just a smidge on the slow side, but it's controlled. That's like a controlled tempo. Do you like that tempo, or is that too fast? I wonder what I was playing before. Started playing it very fast. Your teacher says, very nice, but you should go slower, like 150. You were playing it really fast at 150. Yeah, I would definitely spend most of my time practicing this slowly, like very slowly. You want the intervals to be as lovely as you can get them. You want to be able to play in tune. I mean, that's hard. Let me see what's going on here. It can be a little tricky to do all that when you're playing it very fast at the beginning of it. And also, I will absolutely say 145 feels like a peak for me personally. Brahms didn't give us metronome markings for these. The fact that he didn't give us metronome markings, gives us a little room, as long as it's grazioso, right? Allegretto. So not vivace, right? Now, some people might say that this tempo feels vivace or feels too fast. I mean, that's fast. That's 145. You had to put 16th. That's really fast. But if you're thinking about 1, 1, 1, 1, that might feel allegretto, because you're not going, it's not 4 on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So tempo might be one of the issues. Did your teacher give you a specific tempo? Like, I want you to play it at this tempo? And I'm not here to say your teacher's wrong or anything like that, but some teachers don't. And then when you get with your pianist, they may have a tempo they prefer too. No? Okay. So I would, honestly, if you wanted to sound really beautiful, I'd get your tuner out and I would practice this thing much slower, like 60 to the 8th note, and then jump to 60 to the quarter note, and then jump to, 120 to the half note? That's not the best way. With 20 to the, 20 to the bar. It can be too much to start fast. I always start everything crazy slow. And if you ever start really reading about the great musicians, like the really amazing musicians throughout, history, especially in, classical music, they talk a lot about practicing slowly, really, really making sure. I'm trying to think. I changed camera angles so I could have access to my books. And I'm just thinking, like, who on this wall, this is one of my bookshelves, basically everybody. Marcel Moïse, book about him here, absolutely. Flute player in the Philadelphia Orchestra for many years. Shout out to Jeffrey on that one. Definitely, not so much Stravinsky. But the players, Carry-On used to make people rehearse slowly here and there. Rudolf Serkin, yes, one of the great pianists and musicians. But that's just a thing we have to do if we want to get real control. Before we try to speed it up, we play it super fast. Where else? Where are some? I hope that's helpful about this. Did I give you any tips that were helpful about this 79 to 90 section? I hope so. Were there other areas of this? Trying to get all the gurgles out of my clarinet. Okay, I don't know, just trying to be helpful. You had said the first movement, right? Not much else in this piece. At the beginning, are you using the super fancy high E flat? Do you know the cheater E flat that everybody uses? That's not normal. Oh, again with the microphone. Okay, you want to have it prepared a little bit. Well, then I'll give you the big cheat that everybody uses. For that high E flat, in the first line right here, right? For that, that's just wrong. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now you can see the high E flat. Um, most people go and play the C. And they will play with the third finger down for the E flat, not the middle, definitely not the fork. And it's probably going to be better pitch if you use, I mean, depends on everybody's clarinet, but you can try it both ways. Third finger, and then the pinky either on the E flat key or on the C key. I'll show you both ways. First, I'll do the E flat, pinky down on the E flat from the C up to that, and then I'll do C up to E flat, and I'll keep my pinky on the C. So you can hear the difference. There's a pitch difference and a resonance difference. Can you hear the difference? This is another one where if you're only thinking in quarter notes, you get into trouble, right? If you're thinking, oh man, keep forgetting to hit it. It's today's senior moment is not hitting the right microphone. You can think in quarter notes and really give it a, let's see, I'll give you the quarter note version. I got super tense, sorry. The quarter note version, you know, it's appassionato, sure. I was not taking it allegro appassionato. Oh, the E flat key is more in tune on your clarinet. Great. You have the Yamaha 650. Oh, yeah, go for it. Whatever's in tune. That's pragmatism is better than playing the right one. I have a prototype for the Yamaha E flats that's like 20 years old. It has a serial number of 2 on it, just 2, and I love it. All right, I'm going to give you the same version, but I'm going to play it in 1. Not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I just kind of sounded like a car horn there for a minute. Yeah, I think when the last time when I learned this originally, I was super tense. So now my body remembers that. It's not super fun. You get that big hemiola in the third line at the end there. The I would suggest thinking about how do you want to treat that. Do you want to go ba dee da dee da dee dum, or ba dee da dee da da dee? You could also do, if you want, that B flat on the next line, on line 4, A with the third trill key. If the tuning's good and if the resonance is good. Oh, you were asking questions. You bought the Brahms book. What Brahms book? What Brahms book are you talking about? You can go to IMSLP. Do you know IMSLP, the website? Internet Music Score Library Project. That's where I got this PDF while we were talking. Oh, the score? Yeah, you can get it. You can get it on IMSLP as well. I got just the clarinet part. I had the score before pulled up. Came from the same place. Here it is. And you want to know that, right? I'm happy to hear you looking for the score. Somebody had asked about Rose. JJ, had you asked about Rose, or was that someone else? Like the Rose 32, I had those as well. I think, JJ, this is another one where you're gonna want to think slowly. You're gonna practice slowly, sound great, have a beautiful sound, beautiful intervals before you ever think about tempo, right? Oh, the Rose 32, number 2. Okay, I have that nearby. Oh yeah, I'm gonna suggest that you practice this no faster than 50 to the 8th note to start, and make sure your fingers are so light. Does your teacher ever talk to you about ways that you can make your fingers, your hands more precise and more like less tense but more precise? One way you can think about it is from the knuckles. So if you're doing, for example, I'm going to go all the way down here. No, that's not a good one. I'm going to go one line up. Stop that. I'm going to go one line up. I'm going to go around in here. And I'm going to play it very slowly, and I'm going to see if I can have the lightest hands I possibly can have, but also only move from this first knuckle and see how that helps. So I'm not slamming my fingers down at all, but it's very puppy, right? Does that make sense? Puppy. Like there's no legato at all. It's like on, off, on, off, on, off. Because I'm moving my finger like this, like boop, 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 boop. So if I have to play it faster, there's no tension at all. okay, there's enough tension to hold up the clarinet and enough to cover the hole, but I'm going to play it with a lot of tension just so you can hear what the difference is. My guess is that you probably even heard some like coming out of the mouth, but like there's a lot of tension in my body to do that. And that was started here. So this is a great one to practice while thinking about one movement that closes the fingers and the air just the whole time. And the air is coming from here. You're not trying to blow from here, you're blowing from here. And this is just a directionality, yeah? I hope that makes sense. Are there any particular areas of this etude that you wanted any assistance with or had questions about? What's going on? How long? I've been on about an hour. Today was going to be a short one. I think I'm going to, I practiced quite a bit earlier today, and I'm thinking I might do some movie watching. I haven't seen Furiosa because I'm way behind. No questions about the rest. Okay, I hope this was helpful. The Rose 32s, you're going to come back over and over. I played them for my teacher in high school, and then as soon as I got to conservatory, I had to play them again. Actually, what happened is I got there and my teacher was like, oh, can you play these the way your teacher wanted you to play them? Because my teacher was very well respected. And I played the first few for my teacher in conservatory. And then we said, okay, let's go back to the beginning and you play it my way. And take your tips with your teachers. Well, yeah, you keep what's worth it and you throw away the rest. I will say, though, that if your teacher's a good teacher and anything that I say contradicts them, you absolutely do what they want you to do. Be able to do everything in the world on the clarinet, but it can be hard to play something the way that a good teacher wants you to play it, and it's good to learn that as a tool. And that way, when you go out on stage, you can do what you want, and when you don't have a teacher that you see every week, you can do what you want because you're the musician that goes up on stage. I hope that's helpful. I think I'm going to call it a night, actually. About an hour stream and lots of practice earlier today. Even got a haircut. Probably going to play with my dog. Thanks so much for coming by. Shoot me a note and let me know if there's anything, any additional repertoire. Or, I don't know, I kind of want to see what happens if we can turn this into a masterclass somehow. like piping in audio and all of that, but all the audio would have to be good. All right, have a great night, JJ. Anybody else who's watching, you also have a good night or good day, whatever it happens to be. All right, thanks so much. I hope you have good reads.